I love kaisoofics. You love kaisoofics. We love kaisoofics. Welcome to the kaisoofic podcast. This episode is our second year anniversary special. Before we begin, I just want to say thank you to all our listeners who have been listening thus far, who have been supporting. Thank you so much. And we have my two very dear friends, Kaisoo server moderators as well. So thank you, Marcus and Dudu, for joining me today.
What happened in the kaisoosphere thus far. At this time of recording, we have witnessed the Kaisoo Jongwaja episode, and that was kind of like a momentous moment for Kaisooism, I would say, because we have never seen them in like a variety show, just like the both of them, right? So, I mean, aside from like the cooking show, but that was like recorded, and I don't know, yeah. But I guess this was kind of like it was something special. I think we haven't gotten, as some Twitter peeps would say, a Kaisoo meal and a Kaisoo feast in quite a while. So this was like a really it was really nice to see the both of them kaisooing again. So yeah. I mean, and then in conjunction with that, the Kaisoo Discord server actually organized a watch party of two sessions. One on the day of release itself, and then we had one yesterday night. That was something fun because a member of the Kaisoo Discord server actually suggested that we do some sort of like a bingo to just have fun while watching, right? So we could like take a bunch of boxes which had Kaisoo habits or things that Kaisoo always do, right? Such as like being clingy or like laughing at the smallest thing or like bickering like a married couple or just merely looking at each other, like we were just looking out for these moments, right? And yeah, it was kind of fun because like we had to pay attention to detail and all that. So it was really fun. And I think it was such a good way to like just engage with the video itself, and it was just so nice to see.
Yeah, thank you, Red Doll 123, for your suggestion on that. Red Doll is an artist and author in the kaisoofic film.
We had the Do It concert in August, and it was actually very memorable, I think, because it's also Kyungsoo's very first solo concert after his family. So it was very pretty, and unfortunately, he didn't manage to go. But
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
we recorded it for you. It was really pretty. He was so pretty. Everything was so pretty. And and what stood out was me and Marcus when we went to the concert, right? And he tried to like catch Kyungsoo's attention by shouting, like, I think you tried to shout a song, right?
Yeah.
About time,
Yeah, and then
About
he
time,
kept
about
he kept
time,
shouting
yeah.
and shouting until Kyungsoo actually heard it. But Kyungsoo didn't actually hear what he shouted, so it just sounded like a bird.
Yeah.
It's so funny because everyone recorded that, and then like it was actually quite loud. Yeah,
Yeah.
we thought
Unfortunately.
I did think that it was loud, but when I watched the videos of
Yeah, I
his
was so
shouts in it, and
surprised.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh, his shouts were really loud. Like it echoed.
Yeah, it was pretty loud.
Mm.
I think because like we were kind of shocked because we were actually on the second level, right? So like the fact that my voice could like reverberate that far, it was kind of unprecedented of me. I think I was like, I think I hit a personal record on
Yeah,
that. Yeah, that was just that
it
was
just
that was
unlocks
amazing.
something.
Yeah, unlock a different side of me, man. Seriously, because I've never shouted as such like pitches before, so like
Yeah,
I think for Kayon as well, right? For Kayon as well, you shouted.
yeah,
And then
yeah,
Jongin mentioned, oh, there's a Namja's voice or something. There's a
yeah,
guy's voice
yeah,
in
yeah,
the
yeah,
crowd.
yeah,
So yeah, very momentous moments as a
yeah.
fan.
Especially as like a fanboy, it's just like stick
Mm.
out. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So speaking of Kion, right? I think a lot has happened with that as well. I think it
Yeah.
has come to a close recently. After Kion Dot happened in Seoul over the
Mm.
span of 2 days, in which Kyung-soo attended, which was something really really nice to see because he actually attended the first stop of
Yeah.
Kion, which was like he attended that as well. And then he, of course, we saw the behind the scenes of that. That was actually so nice to see. Just him supporting, just it was just really nice. And then when Kayon dot happened, we also saw that heart moment when Jongin was like making rounds around the state. Was it the venue,
That's so
right?
cute.
The concert venue, and then like
Yeah.
Kyungsoo was just like patiently waiting to like grab his attention, and then like Johnny like immediately like faltered when he saw Kyungsoo, which was so nice to see. I think we got the iconic like heart scene because they were like making a full heart, right? That was so, oh my god, that was so sweet. Yeah. So but I think it catches us to no surprise because like this just how the Kaisus are when they like see each
Yeah.
other, just like
Yeah.
oh my god, it's just amazing.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, just like Joey like wanted to like jump in for a hug, but
I
like
know,
he was
right?
at the other, so like that was just crazy, right? Yeah, so that was crazy in itself. So that brings us, to like to hope that Jongin attends Do
Do
It
it,
Dot,
dot. Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
gonna happen
Yeah.
which is gonna happen next month, right? Because
Yeah.
he didn't attend the original Soul
Please,
Stop.
Yeah.
please. I
So
beg.
fingers crossed he's going to attend the Do It Dot. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, just to like summarize what happened for Kayon, right? I mean, so we attended the Singapore stop.
Yeah.
It was nice. It was a good experience. I think by far Kayon is like one of the best concerts I've attended
I
because
agree. I
yeah,
agree.
just the cinematics,
Yeah.
the sound systems, just the dance. Yeah, it's just amazing. Um, yeah, I just really like Kayon. But if we look at the other stops, right, I think the most like I would say arguably the most iconic stop would be
Mm.
the New Mexico one, which was it his
Mm.
last stop, right? That was his last.
Yes, it was his
Yeah.
last
Yeah,
one
that
before
was his.
dot.
Yeah, that's like his last stop, right? So
Mm.
New Mexico was amazing. I think a lot of people really love the outfit that he wore
Mm-hmm.
at that point in time. I wouldn't want to call it an outfit because it's only like a pants and like a hat, right? There was no there was no shirt,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So like yeah, so he was wearing like the leather pants that he always wore. And I think that leather pants is actually
Mm.
from his first album, if I'm not wrong.
Oh, at the Amnesia one, is it?
No, he said it was Rover.
Uh oh, it
If
was
I'm not wrong. Okay,
Rover.
maybe I was
Okay.
Oh.
imagining things, but yeah.
Mm.
Because it's oddly familiar, I'm not sure. Yeah, but yeah, he wore the leather pants and then he wore a fan made sombrero, which is like
Yeah.
a Mexican hat of some sort. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that was
And
so
that was
sexy.
so
Yeah, it
sexy. Oh my
was so
god.
Yeah.
nice. Because it was black and gray, right? And then there
Yeah.
was like
Yeah.
speckles of like
Silver.
glitter. Yeah, it was
Mm.
so nice. Like it fit the entire law of
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
Jongin is, I would
Oh
say,
yeah.
as a
Mm.
musician.
It was so nicely made.
It was
Yeah.
like a nice touch it was a nice
Mhm.
ending, a cherry on top for Kayon, just to
Yeah.
see that happen. Wait, I forgot what he was performing Rover, right, at that point of time.
Yeah, I think he performed Rover.
Yeah, with the hat. Yeah, he performed Rover
So good.
with that
Mm.
sombrero. Yeah, and I think I really admire the fans of New Mexico, whoever who attended that stop, for the fact that they could pass down the entire. Like, I really
Oh.
like the solidarity, just to like get that
Yeah.
hat on the stage. Like they were passing it down. Like oh my god, it was crazy.
It's
Yeah.
Yeah,
fan made.
That
That's
could
crazy.
and that
yeah,
could actually be costly, you
Ah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
Like sombrero. Oh my god, that nice.
yeah,
No, the
Ah,
thing is, it was fan made and it was customized and it
yeah.
said Kayon.
is it Kayon?
I saw an angle from it.
That's so
Mm.
nice.
I think I really want to like experience that culture of like passing things on the
Mm.
stage. I mean, because like
Mhm.
from where we are, right,
Yeah.
it's just not a common thing to do. I think because it's like really tightly
Mm-hmm.
controlled.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So like
Yeah.
it's just that culture of like giving your idol like things, right? It's just not really prevalent
Yeah.
from where we are. But yeah, I really want to experience that one day.
Okay, thank you, Marcus and Duru. I think starting of an episode with what happens in the Kaiso world is very important to give context to where we are in the kaisoosphere and to commemorate this moment. Before we talk about how the year went, I would like to ask the both of you, Marcus and Dudu, what are your favorite episodes and why are they your favorite or memorable to you?
Favorite episodes. I personally really like the low quality fixed spares episodes. Like it's not just ours in it, but like I'm pretty sure I remember you had like other low quality fixed spares with other users in the server.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but I really like all of them lah.
Mm.
It feels more like with how impromptu these episodes were, right? Feels more personal and fun to get to know the people behind the mic, right? Yeah, so I think I listened to it every low quality fixed pairs. Yeah, I think because it's just how just unscripted it is and
Yeah. And
how yeah.
most of it were actually last minute.
Yeah.
Like the one with Evie, I decided it like what, 1 week before the recording. And the one with Chia was literally like what, 2 days before the episode. So I was like, okay, let's just go with the flow. And I think I love Chia's episode because I thought that was a very beautiful, beautiful day.
For me, I usually don't really have the time to listen to podcasts, like
It's very
genuinely,
long.
because like yeah, but like for the ones that I've listened before from Kaisoo Fit podcast, I think by far my favorite would be the one with Yoli Moran, the writer of Pride.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really liked that episode, I think. Because I really enjoyed her work
Yeah.
of Pride. I just wanted to hear from the author herself about what she thought and how she went about doing the fake, coming up with the ideas and all that. So yeah, I really enjoyed that fake because like initially I was a bit hesitant to read the fake in the first place, but
Oh yeah.
yeah, then you like convinced me to read it, right? And I was like, okay, fine, whatever. Like, because I
Yeah.
had a lot of time, and I was just like, okay, let's just read that.
Mm.
And then
Yeah.
it turns out to be honestly, it's a really, really, really good fake. Like, I will gladly read it again. But the problem with me, right, is like, I wouldn't read it again right now because like I still remember everything that happened. So I'm just like, wait, if I read it again, it's gonna be boring. Like I rather read it when like I was like, oh my god, what happened? Like at this point, I forgot something, like, something. So I was like, okay, maybe then it'll be worth reading again. But for now, it's still fresh in my head. I don't know why. It's been almost a year actually since I read it,
Yeah.
and it's still like ingrained. I mean, that really is like a testament to how good the writing is. So I think everyone
Yeah.
should read it. Yeah, it's so good, and definitely catch the episode as well because it really gives you like an insight as to what Yoli Moran was thinking when she was when she was writing the fic. So yeah, it's just really, really good. Yeah.
Marcus, thank you for sharing that your favorite episode was actually the Pride by Yole Moran. To me, that is very encouraging because most of the episodes are fic and author specific. That is the charm of the podcast, you see, where we highlight certain fics and certain authors and we have a spotlight on them and they get to really showcase what they do. Even for readers who and listeners who love a particular fic, they can just go to that particular episode. And in that way, the Kaisoofic podcast has done its part.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of charm also, I think you've mentioned before the episode on Pride is actually one of the most listened episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that is a record for the 2 years that we have done this. Yeah. I can't believe it's been 2 years, right? Because like it just felt like yesterday when the whole this Kaisoo fake podcast started. I remember we started a year, recording for the Kaisoo season in January.
Yeah.
Cloudy and myself were guests for that episode talking about KD Bells. Some things are meant to be.
Ooh, yeah.
Which we actually covered for our Kaisoo
FRC.
Discord servers. Yeah, fanfic reading club as well.
Mm.
And then when we hit on to February, we were also welcoming Jongin back from the military, and I voiced over Nini Planet. And then Maud Rose was the moderator for the Ultimate Top Kim Jong-in Fest. And then, yeah, both fests were active back in February to
Mm-hmm.
prepare for Jong-in's discharge
Yeah.
from the barracks. Yeah. And then also moving on to March, we had EV,
Yeah.
which Ali had mentioned earlier as well. And in April, we celebrated the Discord server anniversary, first year anniversary.
Mm.
And then in May, we had Mila over to record as well as a guest. And then in June, we had the Kaisoo Trio.
Our episode.
Yeah, our episode that we recorded. Quite impromptu, actually.
Yeah.
It was really fun. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
And then we had in July and August Jennifer, the writer of From Thursday to Forever, a fic
Yeah.
that we also covered for our fanfic reading club,
Yes, yes,
actually.
yes, yes.
Yeah. And then we had Chia for September.
Yeah.
So that was quite a bit of a guess, that we had
Oh
covered.
yeah.
So
That was a
yeah,
lot.
it's really fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for the guests that have so graciously spent time to talk about fakes, I am gifting them something to all the guests of 2025. You should have received an email from me. It leads you to a Google form where you can share, because I'm doing like a small gift for them. It's gonna be a small pillow. It's gonna be designed by artists who have contributed as well for the Kaisoofic podcast, specifically Lynn and Tinky Sue. I think remarkable and just fascinating artists in the kaisoosphere. This is just one way of momenticizing their artwork. They will be collaborating. It's a really nice touch to end the year with. But we will shipped out the same time as a keychain of the year for the server. So later in the year, about before hopefully Kaisoo season or around that timing as well. Additionally, for last year's gift, it was a really really cute like a small how do you pronounce it, arugami, like a doll, like crochet one. And I think Dudu has one as well because she was one of my guests for 2024. Yeah. And Marcus, you will be getting one at the beginning of next year.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
When asked which apps she's heard or what app is her favorite and why, Chan mentions that she hasn't listened to all of them yet. But one that she really, really enjoyed,
Mm.
besides the episode that you recorded with her, was the 1 year anniversary remembers. Just hearing how others feel about Kaisoo and the community growing, she felt that it was so fun to listen to. She guessed that she just enjoys when people talk about Kaisoo, which sounded simple, but it's true. And the one with the 408 Cafe was also insightful and made her horribly jealous. It's interesting to get to hear about the whole planning process and how it turns out in the end.
Mm.
Even if one can't go, they can still experience it through the podcast. And also, again, people talking about Kaiso is just the best.
Thank you for submitting your comments, Chia.
I will add on for Rosa. She actually mentioned that she's been a follower of the Kaisoofic podcast on Tumblr,
Mm.
which I was not aware we were on Tumblr actually, but
Yeah.
that is nice to there's a fresh perspective. Thank you. Yeah, because she was actually more of a reader of like transcripts than a listener itself, which is quite a refreshing take, Yeah. So the very first episode, which was In the Clouds with You by Adversu, which was featuring Kyungsu's I Do,
Yeah.
his song, actually made Rosa curious, because it was a post about an author she really, really appreciated. And she recently also she added that she listened to some episodes, such as the session with the Jongin centric Fig Fest mods, part one, that she felt it was really good because she discovered how moderators are creating Fig Fest and like the process behind all of it, the organizing, the planning. It's just really cool to have like the different mods to intervene. It was like fitting to have both fake fest like top and bottom. Yeah, so the events are like the roots of a lot of masterpieces out there. And she also mentioned that she listened to the first anniversary of the Discord server.
Aww.
She listened to that, the one with special guests, to read every
Mhm.
submission. Mr. John Doe and Mr. Brown are so chaotic. Yeah, that's what she added. Yeah. So it
Yeah.
was really interesting to hear from Rosa as well. So Rosa, if you're listening,
Thank you, Rosa, for submitting your comments.
so we've had a very interesting year, taking into account the types of kaisooists who have played different part in the kaisoo fiction. But Ali, I throw the question back to you. What are your fave episodes, and why are they your favorite, or why are they indelible to you?
It sounds very cliche to say this, but I sincerely love all of my episodes. I think it is probably because I really put in so much time into it that that time can't be replaced. And half of the whole experience of the episode is my pre-recording part. So like involving my guests into formulating the type of episodes we want, chatting with the author even before an episode to just to get to know them a bit more, to get a feel of them before we record proper, usually a few days before, because I find it important to build relationships this way. We do have a big community, and it is important to document our experience in the love we have for Kaiso. And I love all my episodes, be it for the Kaisooists I've had on the show, the structure of the episode, and where I have recorded it. We mentioned it a bit earlier in the episode, but I think the most endearing and memorable episodes, I have to agree with Dudu, are the ones that I recorded in real time with the guests. I think one would be with you guys, one with Evie, and the latest episode was before this episode was with Chia. I think it's just so different when you are sitting with another kaisoist talking about kaiso and just bouncing off, ideas, feeding off the energy with one another. With you guys, it was an hour to midnight. We were still out and about on a big flight of steps. I'm pretty sure you guys remember that.
Yeah.
We were seated down just talking about fakes. And with Evie, we had it during the New Year's when I went over to her country. It wasn't a restaurant actually. I'm pretty sure it was very loud. But with Chia was a nice change of pace because I hosted her when she came to watch Kion. I think it was back in June, I think, or July. I
Yeah.
can't remember. Yeah. Brought her to get a glimpse of the beautiful landscape. It was in a very vast field with families and couples having picnics and just enjoying their Sunday. It was the day after Kion, literally a day after Kion. And there we were talking about Kaisu. It was lovely because she drew inspiration from our time together to write a lovely Kaisu fic. I just want to give that fic a shout out. Check out Splinters, Kites and Kisses by Blue Blue Blah.
So I'm excited for what's to come. Any concrete plans already for this year?
Yes, I do have some concrete plans actually. For January, Kaisu season specials. We are having Purse, Honeygoms on AO3, Twitter, and all that. We will be covering her fake. I think we went through this fake for the FRC back in the server. That fake actually. She's expanding the AU. And we will be talking more about that in January for Kaisu season. It's a nice touch to celebrate Kaisu's birthday together. And I think it's just very timely as well. Possibly in February, we will be having Caos Borealis. I hope I pronounced it correctly, Caos. We will be looking at a different type of AU actually. It's gonna be a what do you call it? No happy ending fest. I think I got a request from the Google form to ask Kaisooists what fix you would like to see featured. And I think let me just double check who submitted that. Creamed underscore honey, who submitted a fic that she wants to be covered.
What do you think is your approach gonna be like, for next year?
Ooh. Like bucket list?
Yeah.
Mm. There are some things I would like to see, things I want to explore in terms of how I engage with the episode. Briefly, schedule I want to see is January, of course, Kaisoo season. April, I don't know which one I want to do yet, but is either April 1st, we will be commemorating April 1st, the very sad season of Kaisooism, or it could be an EXO anniversary, but I don't think so. But we also could be doing a Discord anniversary episode as well, so another one. But as I do really, really hope that next year we have a Kingtober as well. Yeah, as for maybe formats or themes I would look to go through, I think I mentioned earlier as well, the nature series about the water cycle, the tectonic plates or whatever. I think that would be interesting to, have. But I would also like to have a deep dive into specific fics. So we would be doing that for Purse Honeycomb's fic, a deep dive into that. Yeah. And guest dynamics also. I am putting it out there, in case writers and listeners or readers here as well, right? I'm very, very eager to have an episode with Omega Verse writers because I think there's just so many layers to
Mm-hmm.
Omegaverse. There is shifting,
Yeah.
where they move from wolf to human, where they have a lot of senses, animalistic features as well. I think it's very interesting to have. We have covered Raita and Debera with Jennifer and Nina, and I think it'll be interesting to do an episode writer and their reader as well. In brief, I am very, very excited for what's to come. I hope listeners are too. But most importantly, to our 40 followers on Spotify, thank you for your support. From the Spotify Wrapped of 2025, this show was the number one show for 32 of our fans. To our listeners from literally all over the world, every corner I wouldn't even imagine we'd reach. From Romania, Italy, Nigeria, Finland, Germany, Spain, Mexico, Algeria, Australia, Turkey, Poland, Sweden, Brazil, Switzerland, Peru, Argentina. Your support humbles me, but also makes me believe that anything is possible. That despite language and cultural differences, KAISOO indeed binds us all together. Listeners from our top 10 countries include Indonesia, Egypt, Malaysia, UAE, India, UK, Canada, US, Philippines, and Singapore. Thank you for your continued listening to the podcast. Marcus and Dudu. I think the both of you, I know and I stand by that the both of you have been immense support, such pillars for the Kaisoo podcast and the Kaisoo server. And I know I always say it, but it does not make it any less sincere that I'm so utterly grateful, beyond happy, and forever blessed to have the both of you this way. Let's manifest for a good Kaisoo year, both in real life and victim wise as well. Yeah, we have come to almost the end of the episode, but before that, Duda and Marcus, would you like to have any ending comments before we close the episode proper?
Yeah, I think it's such an honor to have been a guest on so many episodes for this Kaiso Fake podcast. Even though sometimes I'm not the one like literally talking, I'm just like covering for someone, but it's still a good experience,
Yeah.
and exposure to this whole process. And yeah, I think it's such a new experience for me, and I really appreciated being
Yeah.
part of the process. And yeah, and also having the opportunity to like host events for the Discord server as well. I think that was such a nice experience for myself, and I will gladly do it again. Which I will be actually. Uh, I'm not sure by the time this episode is up, but we would have held our post reading
Yeah.
for Integrate tomorrow for FRC
Yeah.
episodes. You can check it out.
Yeah, this episode comes out on the 13th of November, so I think that will be a few days after
Yeah.
our session on the 8th of November. But
Yeah.
yeah, I find it very endearing. Thank you, Marcus,
Yeah.
for sharing, because it's nice to have a place in the Kaisoo community, you know, like to be able to contribute the way that we do it, because it's something that we love so much, you know, it's something that we appreciate
Yeah.
and we find joy. So to go the extra mile of just actively doing something,
Mm-hmm.
artists, writers, moderators have the same sentiment of there is something so thrilling
Yeah.
about engaging the fandom in this way, you know?
Yeah, and I think on that note about, having a place in the Kaisoo community, I think I've said it before, but I'm just gonna say it again. You did a great job just managing this Kaisoo Discord. Yeah, and I really appreciate that. And to have a space for writers,
Yeah.
readers, and artists to actually, promote their work and, engage with other kaisooists in the community. I think that's great. And for what's to come, I'm helping Elixir in doing an event for artists as well. And
Yeah.
it's exciting to
Yeah. Yeah.
just think about it. But that's
Yeah.
for next year to come. Yeah.
Yes, correct.
That.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Dudu, you've seen me before everything, before the podcast, before the server. And it was a gentle push, but you were by my side the whole time. And I'm just, you know, I mentioned earlier that I'm just forever grateful. It is very encouraging, you know, to have this space. If nothing else, Kaisooists, I would like to close off this episode. If you have enjoyed this episode, do share your thoughts on my straw page linked, and do join the kaisoo's Discord community server linked below as well. It is a Kaisooic podcast. Thank you for staying with us thus far, joining us on this commemorative episode of the 2 years of the Kaisooic podcast. Thank you, and stay tuned for January for our classic Kaisoo birthday season episodes.